Today I'm going to do a pick a card reading that is asking the question, what are the urgent messages Spirit would like to get through to you right now? So today we have a pick a painting selection. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So take your time in selecting your pile that will hold the messages for you. And I'm going to get started with pile number 1. Alright, so what do we have? The Ace of Cups, Justice, the Six of Cups, the King of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a lot of energy here. I'm seeing that maybe there's a new love that's coming into your life. And, oh, Jesus. You can see, is that going to focus on you? There you are. I'm seeing there's a new love coming into your life. This card is about new love. And I'm seeing that maybe there's a little bit of, for want of a better word, baggage to sort of clear out before this love can really be successful and be exactly what you want it to be. Okay, so we also have Justice. So whatever is going on in your life right now, just trust that it is divine. It is perfect. It is, in a way, cause and effect. So all the decisions you have made leading up to this moment is what is guiding you right now, is what is creating what you are seeing. I believe we are the creators of our universe, and that can be really hard to, take responsibility for sometimes, but it is a truly empowering belief once you sort of start to integrate that. So what is making me think that you might have this baggage, again, for want of a better word, is these Two Cups cards. So the Six of Cups talks about our inner child, our childhood memories, as well as, kind of the disappointments that we might have in life, whether that's us looking back at our life, wishing things went differently. But this card is associated with the past, and to me it's very much associated with our childhood. Okay? So I'm feeling you have some childhood memories that might need to be brought up so that they can be cleared, to be healed, Because we also have this Eight of Cups, which is really just talking about how, this card is associated with Pisces, so it's associated with all things Pisces, such as escapism, such as maybe not being 100% honest with yourself or with others, because we can't be honest with others if we're not honest with ourselves. But this card to me is really about the victim, and we all have a victim, because likely we've all been a victim at some level in our life. And so this card is to me about how sometimes when we've been a victim, we can get really locked in that space because perhaps people at the time where an incident happened were not really there for us in the way that we needed, or perhaps we have never had acknowledged the incidents in our life where we were truly a victim. So what can happen then is that we tend to feel like we're a victim a lot of the time, even when we're not, or even when we have a choice. So this card really links in with the Six of Cups to me, because I think it's telling you that you need to go back in order to go forwards. And this is common, especially during periods when we're really moving quickly. shedding a lot of old skins, or really like on our ascension journey. So I think that whenever this Eight of Cups card comes up, I just think of, how can you empower that victim part in you by really acknowledging the incidents where you were truly a victim, so that you don't sort of feel like a victim all the time, if that makes sense. And this can take some work, and unpacking trauma is not easy. And so I don't think that anyone is a victim out of nowhere. I think we all have trauma that creates a subpersonality within our psyche that is desperate for attention, that is desperate for love and recognition. So once we can bring some soothing to that part of ourselves, I think the rest will follow for you. We have to bring compassion, because it's easy to sort of, not. It's really easy to kind of just think, well, to be really hard on that victim part in us, to sort of be like, go away, I don't want you here. But really, we need to honor that it is a part of us, and therefore we need to integrate it. Integrate it instead of separate away from it, because the separation creates, more of a split within the psyche, which just creates more and more pain. And we attract more and more situations where perhaps we truly are a victim, because it's in our energy field and it's attracting situations to us in order to clear the trauma that is there. I'm seeing that you are really learning about how to be your own authority figure. You're learning about how to be your own authority figure with this King of Swords. This is a powerful card. You are a leader as well. And once you really step in to bringing every single part or aspect of yourself into your heart space with love, this leadership quality is just going to expand more and more. I think this is a really powerful energy to have amongst that Six of Cups and that Eight of Cups card. And I guess it also ties in with that Justice card, because, the King of Swords understands justice. The King of Swords will always do what is fair. The King of Swords will have boundaries with themselves and with others. Okay? And I think Pisces, which is the energy of this Eight of Cups card, Pisces can often, it's the last sign of the zodiac, so it can kind of become a bit of like a puddle or a pool where it doesn't have any boundary, it doesn't have any idea of where I end and you begin. So this King of Swords is really drawing that boundary clearly, and in a way that is, the divine masculine or the healthy inner father that is saying, actually, I care about myself enough to say no to other people's demands on my time and energy, which is one of these oracle cards we have, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no, because it is an act of love. And sometimes when that victim part in us is strong, and I'm not saying that this is just you, by the way, I think, I know that we all have that victim sub-personality, just like we all have an inner child, just like we all have a people pleaser that can get triggered at different times in our life, just like we all have a perfectionist that likes to come out at certain times. It's not about getting rid of these aspects of the self, it's about bringing it in with love, integrating it so that it rule our life and ruin our life. So with this Eight of Pentacles, I'm seeing that actually, this is the energy of Virgo, by the way. So it's really interesting, you have the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like that Virgo-Pisces axis is being highlighted within you right now, or within your psyche. So I'm really seeing that for you, you're perfecting something right now. You're getting a task down pat, you're in some way working, whether that's internally or externally, you're working on something and you are really close to seeing rewards if you haven't already. All right? Because sometimes this aspect can take a while. Virgo is all about mastery of a skill and mastery of the self. And I'm also seeing, that you are making space for something. Because with this Ace of Cups energy, it's almost like, not that you, like, even if you are in a relationship, because if you're single, then, I think you're calling in new love, and I think you're making space for that, and I think it's going to be a really fulfilling connection. Whether you have someone in mind or not, I think that regardless, it's coming to you. And and I'm really, actually, I just heard Spirit say, like, this is an issue about our inner masculine, our inner healthy father. This is an issue of you really need to, like, put up boundaries with yourself so that you're putting up boundaries with others. Because actually we can't learn how to put up boundaries with others unless we put up boundaries with ourselves first and foremost. Okay, I'm going to do some angel cards and see what other messages there are. For group number 1, what are the urgent messages Spirit would like to get through to group number 1 right now? Okay. Please, Spirit, a few jumping cards would be nice. Or however you like. Wow, okay. Children, there you go. Inner child. The inner child is calling to you. They really need you right now. They need you to acknowledge the times where you have truly been a victim so that you can discern it from the times where you are not a victim and you can step back into your power. You do not need to disempower yourself all the time. You can step back in with ease because you are soothing this aspect of yourself when it needs that, and this is also, with this focus card, I think this is asking you to really, like, draw your energy back to you and become like that spiritual warrior that is your true nature. Like, become a little bit fierce about, actually I will not put up with you because I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on what it is that I need, and I can't always be meeting your needs for you. This is exactly what I'm just channeling that. I know it's going to resonate with a lot of you. Okay, so focus on yourself and focus on what you truly value in your life. Because, and if you do have children, then focus on them. They need you right now. All right, I'm going to draw a few goddess cards to finish. Group number 1. Spirit, what final messages would you like to get through for group number 1 right now? Leap of faith. We've got one more coming, I can feel. Ooh, divine passion. Okay, so this card says, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? And I think this links in with the focus card and what I was saying around focus on yourself. Get honest with yourself. Like this card says, what is it that you actually want? What is it that you actually desire out of life? And then just cut out all the extraneous stuff that really doesn't serve you. Because you're focusing on yourself right now already with this 8 of Pentacles card, I can tell. Because you're working at some kind of skill mastery. Maybe you're an apprentice in some way, even if it's not in an official way. Maybe you're studying something. Maybe you're learning a new way of being in the world. And I think that with this leap of faith, it's telling you, like, trust whatever it is that keeps coming up in your mind. Like, maybe you keep having this thought or this idea and then you keep dismissing it, or you keep making up excuses as to why it can't happen. It's time. This card says, take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So, if that is about a relationship, then, like I said, clear the baggage, make space for them to come into your life, all right? Because it is going to be fair. It's going to be a balanced partnership that you two share together. But a balanced partnership requires that you do your own work. You do your own portion of like the work in the relationship. You don't expect others to do it for you, and you also don't take on other people's work. I feel like this again ties into the Virgo-Pisces polarity. You know, it's like we need both energies, but we need them to be in balance. So yeah, these two cards I think are really, again, like I said, about looking back with the Six of Cups in order to move forward. It's about getting honest about how you were truly a victim so that you can bring healing to that. And there's no shame in being a victim. And there's no shame, like, if we get trapped in being a victim in life as well. It's really common. The worst thing to do to the victim part in ourselves is to judge them or shame them. They need love, they need compassion, they need to be honored so that they can move on. Sometimes we think, like, if we truly give something our attention, or if we truly admit something as to where we are, then we'll get stuck in that energy forever. But it's the opposite is true. Once we admit something, we can set it free. We can let it go. And we can stop attracting these situations into our life where we feel like a victim or where we truly are a victim again. Okay? So this King of Swords, to me, is a warrior energy. And it's a spiritual warrior energy. Sorry, it's not focusing. Here we go. That took a while. So I think that you might either have an overactive masculine energy within you or an underactive masculine energy within you. You know, which we all have masculine energy. It is divine energy. You know, we're not all one or the other. We always have both. So you will know for yourself which side you fall on, whether you need to bring more masculine into balance with your feminine. Maybe you need to start putting up more boundaries. Maybe you need to start being more assertive. Maybe you need to start saying no more often and just not taking it from anyone anymore, you know? Being your own advocate, standing up for yourself, not being a doormat. Or maybe you're very rigid. You have too much masculine. You need to soften. You need to learn how to be flexible because flexibility is strength. You need to learn how to adapt, how to nurture yourself, how to nourish yourself at an emotional level, how to take care of your inner child, how to become the healthy father that perhaps you didn't ever experience in your life. Okay? So take that leap of faith. You already know. You already know what it's regarding. And Spirit is just saying, go for it. It's time. It is time. So just go for it. Focus on yourself. Be your own best friend. Fall in love with yourself. Do whatever it takes. And get honest with yourself. What are you actually passionate about? How are you handing your power over? How are you disempowering yourself? Because no one's going to do it for you. No one can do the work for you. Once we realize that, we stop waiting for this knight in shining armor to come save the day, and we realize it's us. We are our own saviors. And only we know what is best for us. And only you know what is best for your inner child. or for your actual children, if you have children. Trust yourself. Focus on that. Focus on the children in your life or your own inner child. And that is all I have for you, group number 1. So I hope that message resonated with you. And yeah, stay tuned. Okay, everyone who selected pile number 2 or painting number 2, this is the tarot reading for you. And today we're answering the question, what are the urgent messages Spirit would like to get through to you right now? Okay, let's get started. See what you have. Hold on. Okay. The 7 of Swords. The World. The Page of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles. And the Magician. Okay, so right away I'm thinking, are you currently manifesting something? I think you are. And this Magician card, if it will focus, thank you. This Magician card is all about manifestation. And with the Ace of Pentacles in there as well, I'm wondering if you are currently trying to manifest a new job. If not, there may be one that's just actually going to come to you really soon, a new opportunity regarding your career or regarding some kind of financial abundance that is going to come into your life. And with the Ace of Pentacles regarding finances, it's something new. So, you know, maybe you, and then we have the 7 of Pentacles. I just remembered, I saw that. That as well is about investments and return on investments. So it's like perhaps you're investing in a new career path right now, or perhaps all of the time and energy you've spent towards something is about to pay off for you, and you've got like some new abundance that's coming your way. So that's really exciting. With this 7 of Swords energy, I think that this card to me is about lies, but maybe not so overtly like a lie, but more like some kind of deceit that like you don't want to be fully upfront with someone, like you want to just sort of like leave something out of the picture and just put forward a certain image of yourself, or you're trying to get away with some kind of an illusion, like you're trying to elude somebody of the truth. And that somebody could also be you. So perhaps it is around you needing to be honest with yourself, which is, you know, like, and it's not always intentional. Like, I'm not trying to like call you out and be really harsh. Like, actually a lot of the time when we have this energy of like deceit, it's usually because at some level we haven't been honest with ourselves. So it's really hard for us to be honest with another. You know, and this can be habitual stuff. This can be just like learning a certain way of being from childhood and thinking we're going to get in trouble if we say the truth to someone, stuff like that. So, I mean, this card is really just saying like, get honest with yourself, with others, because this is not the time to be trying to get away with something, okay? Because you've got the world. Got the world at your fingertips. Look at that. Yeah. I'm seeing the energy of this card, like, see this sort of stuff down here? It's almost like roots of a tree coming out of her hands. And to me, it kind of looks like, you know, the world is completion. The world is integration. That's the key word, I would say. So you are either there or you're reaching a point of incredible integration. And with this world card showing up in a reading alongside this Ace of Pentacles, I'm seeing that maybe one cycle is closing so another can begin. And perhaps this cycle that's about to begin is going to be regarding your career or an increase in finances, which is pretty exciting. And I'm also seeing that, like, you're actually feeling pretty enthusiastic about life right now for whatever reason. Maybe it is to do with this opportunity that's coming your way, or you can just sense it. Or maybe it is this enthusiastic, energized energy of this Page of Wands that is attracting this new situation to you, and just have faith that it's coming, whether you're aware of it or not, okay? So yeah, if you are like looking at this World card and thinking, oh, that's not me, like I'm not there yet, well, just know it's around the corner then, okay? You are ending a cycle, and honestly, you're way closer than you think you are, unless, you know that you're at the end and then you're there. You're way closer than you think you are. If you have any doubt, then just surrender it. Surrender it to Spirit, because she would just like you to know how incredible the work that you put in is. And with this Seven of Pentacles card, it's like you've been investing, and whether that's financially or not, like a lot of the time I kind of read this as more symbolic investment, investing in yourself, investing in how you spend your time, investing in, the amount of energy that you give to yourself. Perhaps you're investing in yourself right now. You're giving a lot to yourself, All right, let us draw some Goddess cards just to clarify the messages that group number 2 are here to receive. Spirit, what urgent messages would you like to get through to group number 2 right now? I'm here to deliver them. Oh, goodness. Okay, we got 3 cards. Oh my gosh. Past life. This situation involves your past life memories. Wow. Fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So I feel like this ties in with what I was saying about there's a new opportunity coming your way, whether you're aware of it or not. It's time to take action if you can, or else just trust that it will come to you. If you can't, if you're not quite sure, what that could mean in terms of finance, in terms of career, then just trust. It is manifesting. It is manifesting. If you have had an idea that keeps coming up and you haven't taken action yet, do it. It's time. The ground is fertile. It will grow, Ooh, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Okay. So, I am just channeling a message right now that this card is to do with the Seven of Swords. Alright, so, you know how I was saying about how perhaps you've been a little bit deceitful with yourself or with others? I think that it's that you've been giving too much and that you haven't been honest about it. You've been building resentment or harboring resentment in some way, and you haven't been honest about it. You haven't been clarifying how you feel. So you need to go back into balance and start to remember how to receive. Maybe you got locked into this pattern of giving and giving and giving because it's how you feel safe in the world. But it's time to really let that go. Trust that you will be supported. Trust that you will receive the blessings in the right time. All right, with this past life card, I'm going to draw an angel card actually to clarify what this is about, because I don't know if it's about love or not. And I don't know if it's about, I don't want to make any assumptions. It could be about different stuff for different people, but it's a pretty special card, to be honest. It's the only past life card I own. And I'm just always amazed when it comes out because, I consider things... Oh, goodness. Okay, that was quite a few. I'm going to go with these 2 because they're face down. Oh, there's 3. Wow, well, thanks, Spirit. All right, so we have Archangel Michael. Wow. Okay. This tells me that this past life issue is about something that you actually have to heal, something you have to cut away. See Archangel Michael's sword. So he is an archangel and he always appears in a reading or comes into our life or our energy field at a time where we need assistance to let go or to cut something out that is no longer serving us. And he assists us with giving us clarity, with giving us strength, and allowing us, giving us that little push to take that action, rather than maybe getting stuck in procrastinating and keeping on putting it off, right? So I think that Archangel Michael is here to assist you with some past life healing, because oftentimes we have, keep this in mind. When I say past life, I mean other lives, because actually we have not only past lives but future lives, but that is a very human sort of way of looking at time, because in fact everything is happening at once. So what we do in this lifetime is impacting our past and our future lives at the same time, okay? So it's like all of us have past life issues that will come up at different times that need healing for different reasons, okay? So this Archangel Michael card is really just indicating that the healing that needs to take place is around actually cutting off from perhaps somebody, something, or some behavior. Some behavior that's just not serving you anymore and you've actually outgrown it. Woo, playfulness. Okay, so this, I just thought of the inner child when I saw this. I just thought about how, how if we have trauma that's in our childhood, right? A lot of the time, we actually can't get in touch with this playfulness because perhaps we were never really felt like we were even that carefree or playful as a child. Or if you were, then it's just indicated that this is necessary for you right now. You need to honor this playfulness and actually prioritize it in your life. A lot of the times we can get bogged down with, the day-to-day and forget that our health is integral. Our mental health, our emotional health, our physical health. Playfulness or play will assist with all of that. And playfulness can mean anything. I love doing inner child work, and recently I've been doing a lot of cartwheels on the lawn outside, and I've been getting back on my hula hoop and hula hooping, and just any kind of movement is a really good way to access the inner child and get the blood pumping and feel that lightness in our energy, right? Meditation. Okay, so immediately I just thought, this is asking you to meditate on what it is that you need to let go of and how. And we are not alone. We can ask for assistance. Archangel Michael would love to assist you. I feel him in my energy field, and it's like a really peaceful energy. He always appears behind me. And he has assisted me at many different points in my life when I had to make really huge decisions to cut something out or to let go of someone. And it's painful. I'm not trying to say it's not. But I think that this is around, you not having boundaries with how much you're giving to people, or how you're letting people really impact you, or something around out of balance with give and take. That's what I'm hearing, especially with that receptivity card that we had earlier. So Archangel Michael would love to assist you with that. Call him in. We can always call on the archangels. Again, time is a human construct. Archangels are always available to us, and they're available to all of us, You know, there's no limit on how many people they can assist or how long they can stay with us for. Okay, they're incredibly tall. If you're in any way clairvoyant, you may see him. He is also linked in with the throat chakra, right? With speaking our truth, with hearing our truth. This just makes me again think meditation. Listen to yourself through meditation. Get quiet. Sit in a dark room and see what comes up for you. And then get honest about it. And then act on it. That's what Spirit's saying. So Archangel Michael, what a special guy. Seriously. So special. I mean, it's such a blessing to have him in a reading. Again, this is the only Archangel card I have in any of my decks, and he's come to see you. He has come to see you. Alright, so this receptivity card is drawing me back to it. Again, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition energy and ability to give to others. Wow, that last bit, and ability to give to others. We cannot give from an empty cup. Sometimes we go around and we just keep giving and giving and giving. At some point we just burn out and we become resentful and we become like uptight and we don't have anything left to give. And then maybe something comes up where we would really like to, but we can't because we're empty. All right, so receptivity is saying fill your own cup. Allow yourself to receive from yourself and from others. You don't have to do it alone. You do not have to do this alone. Get honest though. Really get honest about yourself. Like, listen to your intuition. Conserve your energy. Keep like at least some of your energy for yourself. And I'm gonna just end on this card. Fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. To me, that is saying it's time to explore past lives. It's time to start really like going there. Because past life issues, like they're going to be resonant with the issues that we have in our current life. Okay? So if you, like, an example, okay, you have trouble with receiving, right? Just an example, I'm not trying to say you do, but you probably do. Because it came up in the reading, right? And this reading it's an energy reading. So, example, you have trouble with receiving. In multiple past lives, you have burnt yourself out by never giving to yourself, thinking you have to give to everyone else, and then kind of like feeling empty, feeling resentful, feeling like you can't be honest with people about what it is that you need. All right, so this is a past life theme that is coming up in this life for you to heal. For you to heal. Because if we don't, and we can choose not to, of course we can. We can choose not to heal something, but it doesn't mean it goes away. Just because we turn our back on it, it doesn't go away. It will come up again in a different life, in the lives that are to come. And that's okay too. You know, sometimes we need to carry something for multiple lifetimes before it is the right conditions for us to heal it. However, as this card came up as well, this fertility card, and the last line, it is the perfect time for you to give birth to new conditions. It's the perfect time for you to start healing. All right? It really is. We have the World card in this spread. We have the Magician card. Those are powerful major arcana cards. Like the Magician is one and the World is the last card. So it's kind of like, even though the Fool is the beginning of the major arcana, it's kind of like the beginning and the end, like a full cycle. It's time to let go of that repetitiveness that we keep repeating from our past life so that we can create a new condition for ourselves and step into something that is more indicative of who we actually are and what it is that we are meant to be doing here. Because when we're empty and we're just giving and giving mindlessly to everyone, we're not really in touch with what it is, like what our life purpose is, right? Because we're just drained, you know, like an empty shell. Okay, so this is really positive. Like group number 2, I'm seeing that you guys are incredibly like intelligent and strong souls who are ready to do this healing work. I mean, you probably wouldn't be clicking on this video if you weren't, right? So thank you so much for watching this, and stay tuned because I'll have more light language and tarot readings coming. All right, bye. Okay, group number 3, hello. Welcome to your reading. Today we are answering the question, what are the urgent messages Spirit would like to get through to you right now? So let's get started with your tarot cards and see what they might be. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Swords, oof, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups. You guys, I cannot even make this up. What the heck? The Wheel. The Six of Pentacles. Okay, so with this Six of Pentacles, my hands are lingering on this energy. I'm wondering if maybe you're going to be like somehow getting a gift from someone soon, like even if it maybe is some inheritance money, some kind of added financial energy is coming into your life in some way, and I'm seeing that it's going to be very welcomed by you. Yeah, some kind of gift or giving and receiving that will feel in balance though. So, I mean, I think we can't really ignore this Ten of Swords. Let's be real. This card is probably, to me, one of the heaviest in the entire tarot. So, yeah. As I pick this up and feel in this, there's been some kind of loss. And that doesn't have to be death, but it could have been death. But it could just be a loss of an old way of life. And grief can come up for many different reasons, you know, grief and loss. Like, we can just lose the way that something has always been and feel so disappointed and feel really unhappy about it. So I'm sensing there's been some kind of a betrayal or some kind of a really painful ending, maybe a breakup or a relationship breakdown, or perhaps a death in some way, symbolically or really. And there's been a lot of grief and pain surrounding this. And with this Ten of Wands, it's like you've been feeling the burden of it. The Ten of Wands is like you're carrying too much. Your load has become too heavy, and you have to kind of decide, all right, well, how much am I going to take forward with me, and how much am I going to just let go of now, because I can't take it all, because it's too heavy. That's what the Ten of Wands is saying. It's just saying, like, enough's enough, you know? Things feel heavy, group number 3. I'm feeling it with you, all right? But we also have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about compassion, and it's about emotional stability. Please focus. There we are. It's about emotional stability and like becoming our own emotional regulator. So it seems like a pretty basic thing, right? We would regulate our own emotions, but actually a lot of us have never learnt that. A lot of us have never learned how to do that, so that we can use other things instead to regulate our emotions, perhaps substances, perhaps we are addicted to love, we're addicted to relationships or certain people we keep getting drawn to and they're not serving us, or the patterns that we create in our love relationships are kind of destructive in some way. So the Queen of Cups is about learning how to be that emotional regulator for ourselves. And honestly, it's It's feminine power. It's being okay with having emotions and feeling through them so that we can integrate that into our psyche rather than have all these emotions sort of split off from us and just hanging around and actually impacting us far worse than if we just felt it, right? If we just felt the pain that was actually there and just allowed it to be there. So this is the wisdom of the Queen of Cups. So I'm seeing that you are, even though you've been experiencing a lot of pain or loss or grief, real just, some of the most challenging, I'm seeing that you've gone through some of the most challenging things you can go through in life, but you are healing it. How amazing is that? You are healing it. And you're healing it and you're making space for divine love. Whether that is an actual relationship that is divine, like a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection, or whether that is divine love within yourself, finding spirit, finding God, finding something higher than yourself to believe in that is divine, and feeling guided in that and feeling like you can trust the world again. We also have the wheel of fortune. So this to me says a lot about, karma, but not karma in a way of if something bad happens that it's punishment, or if something good happens that it's reward. No, it's not like that at all. It's simply even the saying what goes around comes around kind of misses it. Karma is so much deeper than that, and it's very personal to our own soul, and it's all about our soul's learning, and our higher self is always at peace no matter what we go through in this 3D earthly plane during our incarnations, it's about a turning point in our life. So I'm seeing that there's a turning point away from that Ten of Swords energy of the betrayal or of the heartbreak or of the anguish, and you're turning towards that Ten of Cups. I just saw this. The 3 tens, they tell a story, right? So we have the Ten of Swords, we have the heartbreak, we have the loss, we have the really heavy, heavy, heavy pain. Please focus. Oh my God. Thank you. We have this heavy, heavy pain. However, this 10 of Wands is the wisdom of really feeling the heaviness of it and realizing, actually, I can't carry all of this anymore. I cannot carry all of this anymore. So I've got to put something down, or I've got to give something to, my spirit guide. I've got to ask for help in some way. And then we're making space for the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups to come into our life, right? This divine love, this absolute blissful, experience of love and harmony. And in relationships, it's what more could you ask for? If you're looking for a relationship, this is what is coming to you. If you're in a relationship, get back in touch with the divinity of your partner, with the divinity of the love that you share. So the wheel, it's a turning point. I see the story from those 3 tens. It's incredible. Those 3 tens showed up in all next to each other in this reading. And then the wheel of fortune, the turning point, right? It's some good luck is coming your way. That's what I'm hearing. It's time for some good luck. And you deserve it. All right, let's draw some goddess cards just to see, Spirit, what urgent messages would you like to get through to group number 3 right now? Ooh, okay. We just got golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Wow. Well, I was just talking about that, wasn't I? The whole like karma, but in a way of looking at it from the like through the lens of love. Can you look at karma through the lens of love and not through the lens of fear? So not seeing pain as punishment or pleasure as reward. No, it's about just looking at it through love, seeing it all as serving us in some way, seeing it happening for us, not to us. And I'm seeing like this good luck that's coming your way. It's time to step into it. It's really time to step into it. All right, let's draw some angel cards for you. Spirit, what are the urgent messages you would like to get through to group number 3 right now? As I'm shuffling, I'm just thinking about how, you know, with that progression of the 10s, I'm seeing that like it's time to embrace your joy again, especially with that 10 of Cups, you know, and the Wheel of Fortune. Like, it's time to start looking forward to life again. It's time to start knowing that you are worthy of joy, and that joy is your birthright, and that you can manifest that. Oh, goodness. Okay, 2 cards just fell. We have celebration. Wasn't I just saying that? It's time to celebrate your existence, because you are divine, and you're incredible, and you are so lovable, and everything that you've been through has made you who you are, which is strong as heck. And just celebrate yourself, celebrate your progress, celebrate your path and your journey, and everything that has led up to this moment that you're sitting here and watching this video. Celebrate it, because you are worthy of joy. And let's see what else. Freedom! I think that joy will set you free. That's what I'm hearing. Joy will set you free. Focus on your joy. Any little way you can bring joy, like a little bit more joy into your day. Like, sometimes we don't realize this, but we can actually, like, magnify a feeling when it comes up. Oftentimes we do that subconsciously or unconsciously when a negative or a more challenging feeling comes up, you know, like sadness or anger. Sometimes we just let it run away with us, but we can do that with the feelings that we prefer to feel too, like joy and like gratitude and like hopefulness. So I'm seeing that, like, even if, you know, you're struggling perhaps at times to find your joy in life, then just focus on the tiny places that you do feel joy or you do feel gratitude. You know, joy is very linked with gratitude. What can you feel grateful for? What can you focus on in your life that will bring you more joy by being grateful for it? And that's what's going to set you free. Freedom is acceptance as well, you know. Acceptance of ourselves, acceptance of others, acceptance that things might change or that they might not. But being okay because we have a connection with the present moment, and we some kind of a practice that holds us, like gratitude, like even, and I've tried this and it actually does work, which is what everyone says, but sometimes you have to try something for yourself to really believe that. My goodness, like if you honestly start just like a journal, even if you can't do it every day, but maybe like a few times a week, writing down a list of what you're grateful for. And even if you have to start the smallest thing, like I'm grateful for the food I have today. I'm grateful for this person in my life. I'm grateful for my pet. I'm grateful for whatever. And it will build, because once you start, you just start flowing in that gratitude. You start building momentum within that energy. Okay, thank you so much, group number 3. I hope that reading resonated with you. And yeah, I wish you all the best. And wish you so much love. Bye. Alright, I'm just going to close the sacred space now with this tiny little thing of sage. And just thank you all for being here, but also just thanking all the spirits, all the angels, all the archangels, all the ancestors, all the guides that were here to assist us with the highest frequency of love for this reading. I'm just going to say a little prayer in light language. Enikora masiki nakashika nisiki nyakarama ushikana karaisi usyakarama iakarama si chiakarama. Alright, I'll see you next time, everyone. So much love to you all. Bye.